What's up, guys? My name is Phamily Shucks and welcome to another episode of Clash of Clans. Today is my first subscriber base review. Now, I chose a total of 4 out of the 8 that commented in the comments below. I used a randomizer to find the top 4 that I was going to do. So if you did not get chosen, don't be discouraged. There is always a next time. Now, here is our first base with the man from the clan Subliminal. Now, first off, I noticed that he is farming due to his town hall outside. He seems to have done the switcheroo between the clan castle and the town hall. Now, first off, I want to notice the nicely placed triangle formation mortars. That really does the max damage, as I always say, and he has them maxed out at level 6 for Town Hall 8, which is really nice. Now, what I also notice is that he has his wizard towers in a very strange location. I really like how he is upgrading his wizard tower to level 5, which is what I highly recommend. Wizard towers at a high level, especially level 6 as a Town Hall 8, is very top priority for me. Splash damage does the most damage to infantry, and it also helps out with your defensive coverage of the storages. Now, for this wizard tower right here, I do not know what it's doing outside, on this outside layer of the base, but what I recommend is putting it in between probably this gold storage and this elixir storage. It'll help out greatly with your defense and protecting those storages as you're farming. Now, I do not like how this mortar and this wizard tower is right next to each other. That means they'll get easily lightning striked, causing an attacker to attack from one side and take out a good deal of your resources before getting taken out by your mortars on this end. So what I recommend is move this wizard tower over closer to this gold storage, 2 slots over, and then probably move this Tesla in between the mortar and wizard tower. Now, in order to place this wizard tower over here, you should probably take out this, I don't know how you'll do it, but you'll find a way. So probably just find a way to switch out this elixir with this wizard tower. Something that's not so important to you, because elixir is fairly easy to gain unless you're collecting elixir to upgrade your troops, which you seem to be doing. So next thing I want to talk about is your archer towers. Now, they do seem to be under-leveled a bit, which is why they are being upgraded to level 8, especially these two right here. Level 8 archer towers is the max for Town Hall 7, so I think you should have done that beforehand, but no worries. Archer towers aren't so much, they're not really costly, but they do take a long time to upgrade, and the archer towers for me seem to be a pain in the ass to upgrade, excuse my language. But also, I noticed that your cannons are fairly high leveled, all of them are, they're all level 9, even though they are attractive to upgrade since they're very cheap. I do recommend spending that gold on your splash. Now, that does go for your air defense. I like the placement, but they seem to be very vulnerable since they're on the outside layer, which makes it very easy for infantry to take it out, and then a dragon attack comes in. Also, so probably move those in a little closer, put them in a highly protected area, and also probably upgrade them. As a Town Hall 7, if you were maxing it out, they had the highest of going up to level 5. But you don't really need it as level 5, you could have it at level 4, that is completely fine. But probably your air defenses won't be a major priority since you're only at the 1000 trophy level. So that about sums it up. For your collectors, they seem to be very full. Yeah, 40,000 probably in each, so you've been offline for quite a while. What I recommend is going on a couple hours in between, like intervals, just to check on your collectors and collect them. Because people like me, especially people who love to lazy farm, it's just prime for us, because we don't have to spend that many troops and not that much effort while still coming away with a good amount of loot. Now, I do applaud you for your spring traps. I like these spring traps especially because they're coming against mass giants. They're good against dealing with mass giants. As they funnel into this area, they'll get spring trapped right away, which makes it easier on your defense to handle. Now, as a final thought, I do assume that you are new to Town Hall 8 since of these large amount of walls on your outside. That's normal as a new Town Hall. In any case, these extra walls, you don't really know how to deal with them, especially since you're using probably your old Town Hall 7 base. So probably you're like a couple weeks in. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what I want you to use for these walls is to section your compartments more. That'll do a great deal against wall breakers, and probably you can section up the middle, your core, a little bit. Yeah, like since you seem not to have your town hall in the middle, just cut this area right down the middle or something like that, or surround your clan castle with some walls if you have a couple left over, or just use them as funneling walls. You can just place them on the outside and then troops will go around. But just use these walls as sectioning. It'll help out with the new wall breaker AI, since they are smarter than previous updates, making it very easier to attack with and to get into someone's base, especially with someone's base like yours, which isn't really sectioned, which makes it very easy. So probably section in between. Remove this section with this gold, between this gold and cannon. I don't really know why this gold storage is sectioned off by itself, but probably make this gold storage and this cannon one compartment while sectioning off this one and this one by itself. That can go the same for this section right here. Probably you can push your archer tower up a little and then section this off, and then just put one more wall in between the archer tower and wizard tower if you're going to keep it there to do some funneling. But overall, this is a fairly decent base as a new Town Hall 8. So, oh wait, I forgot to mention, you have fairly good composition army camp. I noticed that you do have only 185 troop capacity. As a Town Hall 8, you should have had them all level 6. You can see you have 3 of them level 5. Having more troops on the offense, on the attack, is a deal breaker sometimes. 15 extra troops especially is a huge bunch, especially with your clan castle, so you can hold a max capacity if your clan castle is full of 225, which is basically a town hall level 9. So make sure you upgrade your army camps a lot, but overall this is a pretty good base. Just make sure you upgrade all your defenses, splash first especially. Try to close the gaps in between this cannon and this arch tower. Just move this wall in. You can still have the funneling by removing the middle. I'll talk about that later at the end of this video. So yeah, just keep on sectioning, keep on upgrading. You seem to be doing a fairly good job at a newly Town Hall 8. Just get those arch towers up, and then you'll be good. So, as a result of that, let us move on to the next base. Alrighty guys, I am back with Huss from Tier 1 Soldiers. Now right off the bat, I know this is a childish layout. Now, of course, I don't mean the childish layout like a child. I mean childish as in a member of a Reddit forum. He's a decent base designer, in my opinion, but many people like his base designing. I personally do not like him. Don't like him, like intense personal hatred, but I just don't agree with some of his base designing. But let us go on with the base. First off, I want to point out how your mortars are in this same compartment. That is completely fine. I prefer, well, yeah, I like how these two mortars are in the same compartment, and then this mortar is down here, so you're having that triangle formation. And then you also have your wizards in a triangle formation. That is good. I noticed that you are also leveling them up to level 5 slowly. That is a good deal. You have your air defenses at a good level, especially at the 1400 trophy range. Everything seems to be good. You have, except for these two compartments right here. What I don't like about this is how big it is. If you simply just use wall breakers, you can get into the center fairly quickly. What I recommend is then using some of these walls to just section it out. Probably section off the cannon, and then section off the cannon, and then have the wizard tower and the air defense in their own. What I also noticed is that you have these very obvious Tesla spots. Now, as much as like Teslas aren't really hidden, what I recommend is take out these builder huts right here, take out all of them, put your Teslas in the middle, making it less obvious, and instead to replace these 2x2 gaps, probably put giant bombs or traps, because your base does not seem to have a lot of traps compared to the last base. Using giant bombs, especially next to storages, are highly effective, because people who want to farm, they'll just think, let's just go into this storage right here, I think it's a Tesla right there, and they won't expect the giant bomb to take out all their troops. And that is one thing I like. What I also noticed is that when you're upgrading your defenses, spread them around your base. Don't have so many huge concentration of upgrading defenses in one area. That causes a huge weak point in your base, causing people to probably attack you from this top side more often. And then another weak side, of course, is these two huge compartments right there, which is pretty obvious from this last attack. They seem to have gone into your base fairly well and then grabbed your Dark Elixir. Also, work on these cannons. I see that you're working on your archer towers. You're just working them slowly onto level 8, that's fine. Cannons are fairly cheap and quick to upgrade, so just upgrade those pretty quickly. I like how your clan castle is fairly in the middle, centralized. It's giving a bit of space, but not so much that that troops. Well, yeah, it's giving it a bit of space, making it easy for enemies to just lure out your troops fairly easily. So probably find a way to push that back into the center. Maybe if you aren't farming, maybe if you aren't trophy pushing at the moment, just take out your town hall and then switch that with your clan castle, and then replace your clan castle with something like a gold storage, just to protect it a little more. Overall, probably just segment these two big sections right here. Probably put a giant bombs next to these two storages. Take out these builder huts, probably put them in the corner or something like that, and then just replace them all with your Teslas. And then probably put not giant bombs, but air bombs and spring traps, which can be highly effective, especially. Probably put like an air bomb at the tip of this corner right here, and then air bombs on this side, and then this side. It'll probably help out with the minion attacks, like this one. Probably this was a minion attack. I'm not sure, but it just helps out. Like little bits of help for your defense makes the difference. So overall, I like the placement of things. Just keep on upgrading. Like I said, just compartment this area a little more, section it out a little more, and that's about it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching and see you tomorrow for part 2. See ya!